Stevenson rallies for a big win to open the season alongside head coach Paul Cantabene. Coach, your team was down 3. Momentum was not on your side there at the end of the third quarter. What did you learn about this group in that fourth quarter?
Well, I just learned about I already knew about it a little bit, but I learned about their competitive nature. I think they really got after it. They knew, especially in the offensive end, I think they knew they weren't playing too well, and it kind of cost us defensively a little bit. And I think once they got it together, it was great and kind of got to what we wanted to do. We kept grinding on them, and Janae came up huge in the fourth quarter, winning those faceoffs, so winning the faceoff score, win the faceoff score, and I think we did a really good job. And I think in the first half we had a lot of great shots. We didn't score on, and I thought we made the shots in the second half and got to that goalie a little bit, so it was good because he played great. And so I just think we guys are real competitive. We know we're going to give up some goals because we're really young at that end, but I thought those guys, Cody and Dom and Cam, and they played great. For their first time out there, we played 8 defensemen who've never started a game or been in a game before, and they did a great job. And Tyler Merchant made enough saves for us to be good. But I think we have a lot to look forward to, and I think we can be pretty good if we keep things going. And I think Ohio Wesleyan is excellent. They got some guys that can play, and they're going to win a lot of games this year. So a good first go. Really impressed with our team, and the competitive nature they showed in the fourth quarter was impressive. 8-0 against a really good team. You don't see that a whole lot.
I think you said it well too, right? Those young defense players, they all made some plays tonight, even though you gave up 14 goals. To have gone through this, right, or to start the season, to have faced adversity like this in one game, what does that do for a team that you now know, hey, if we fall behind, we know we can do this?
Well, each game's unique in itself, and I think falling behind and being able to come back from that says a lot. We could have told the guys in the locker room, down 3 in the fourth quarter, we could have ran and hide and not do that. But that's not these guys. That's not our captains. They don't do that. And I think our younger guys like Gavin and Darrell and Max and Hunter and all those guys are pretty competitive people. And they got after it and made a lot of really big plays to get us back in the game. And they weren't going to lose. So I think we got guys that are more winners than we had in the past. And so they know how to win. And so they made winning plays today instead of making the losing plays, and I think that says a lot to them, especially in that fourth quarter. I think we won pretty much every ground ball we can get. We won every face-off. We hit a lot of shots in a row and put a lot of pressure on them without hurting our team, and I think that's a really good way of go about it. And so, but we're going to be in a lot of big games. This is just one. You got to play a great Muhlenberg team and CNU and all those other great teams. But we learned a lot of lessons today, and I think that young defense is going to take a lot of confidence out of playing a pretty good team. They got some guys. Those guys can play.
I want to bring up, because you bring up all the knowns, right? But the one that we didn't know about was Taz Delaney. We knew his story. And I know there was a turnover in there and maybe a shot that you wouldn't take, but the 4 assists and early on in the game, just the moves that he was making to get free, that kid's got an arsenal.
Yeah, he's got a lot of things, and a lot of different things he can do. And I think he's kind of getting used to play with our guys. He hasn't been with us long, so he likes to dodge in a box. I tell him all the time he dodges 8 places but goes nowhere. But once he got going and moving forward and knowing how to run by guys, I think he's doing a great job. And he has a great cast around him, so he doesn't have to make every play. He's just got to make the right play. And I think he's started to do that and start just to throw the ball to the right person, let them help. And I think once he understood that a little bit and got a little more into the game, that really helped him, and he started making less plays and feeling more comfortable. And I think, we got 5 or 6 middies that are pretty good. I think they're going to help us, and we're still missing a couple guys that we think we're going to get back real shortly. So we're happy with where they are. But Taz is a guy who's going to get more and more comfortable about how we play, and he's going to be a lot better in a month than he is right now.
All right, Coach. We appreciate it. Congratulations. Great way to start the season. We'll see you back here in a couple weeks.
Right. Josh Allen, let's go.
This guy over here. Yeah, you're watching from the couch just the way the rest of us are. Don't forget it.
I tell Coach Paul that after week 4, we're all going to be on the couch.
Unfortunately, that's the case.